I can get you off my mind.
Oh, we live. What is going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Such a lovely 2222, February 2nd, 2022. So if you guys play Lotto, if you have not, I advise you to play those numbers because that's what you do, right? You play numbers that you see, like, all right, let me play my 222 numbers and whatnot, right? Hold up. While it's a good evening. It's 2222. No question, Jay-Z got too many answers. For those who don't know the hip hop song, Jay-Z had a song called 222, and actually I think that people should have been playing that song all day long today because that's a staple in hip hop. Jay-Z's 222. That's a good look right there, Lamar. That was a good that was good right there. I like that. I appreciate that. That was dope. All right. I ain't gonna lie. I got some things I could turn this off. I gotta get my thing situated over here. You know what I mean? So how is everybody doing tonight? This is the first live stream I am doing simultaneously on YouTube and Facebook. Let's see how that goes. Actually, I should share it to my Facebook main page right quick, so I can remind people. Hold up. Entertain yourselves. And for people coming in, make sure you hit the like button. And if you're watching this on Facebook, I guess you can hit the heart or whatever, or hit the thumbs up, or you could buy a star as well. So there's many different options you could do on Facebook as well. Oh, let's see what's going on Facebook. Oops, my bad. Let me share that. Okay. All right, so I share that on Facebook as well. All right, cool. See how that works out. And I think I can see my comments on Facebook. Let me see if I can put a comment here. Hi. So I can see my Facebook comments come up here. Okay, so there we go. I see a YouTube comment. Hey, Alexis. And I commented myself on my Facebook. We'll go back to Alexis. Okay, I can see both comments in my comment section. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, what else I wanted to do? Okay, yeah. And I wanted to see that there. Put that on the charger. All right. Had a lot going on. Lamont, that picture of your eye looks crazy right there. You see it? But yeah, man. First, let's start the show off, right? First, I want to say congratulations, I guess, to Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. They're expecting their first child. You know what I'm saying? Okay, look, I got a subscriber. Thank you, Dave. Just subscribe to the channel. Yeah, A$AP Rocky and Rihanna's having their first child. So that's what's up. That's congratulations to them. People are excited about it. And people are like, yo, we so happy that this is happening, right? This is a big thing. We needed this. I don't know why it's a big thing, but it's a big thing, to say the least. All right, I'm gonna pull up something else about parental that I've seen on the webs. All right, let's see. All right, so as you see right here, for the first time ever, 2 male penguins had a baby at New York Zoo. I was laughing when I seen this. Hold on, so I could just get the comments. Hey, what's going on, Drew? See my brother Drew in here. Drew, I saw your show. I didn't get no notifications on it, but I seen your show and I like the show. I like it a lot. You know what I'm saying? You have me feeling like I need to dress up more when I do my live streams. You know what I'm saying? You sitting in the chair, looking real grown-up-ish, man. You looking real grown-up-ish. I appreciate that, man. If you guys out here, check out my man, the Painful Excellence Podcast. Great show. You guys are a great show on there. But let me talk about these first 2-time ever male penguins had a baby at New York Zoo. And a first time, Rosamond Guilford Zoo in Syracuse, New York, a same-sex penguin couple hatched a baby chick. Local news station 13 WHAM reported it will now raise a chick as a pair. The 2 adult male Humboldt penguins, Elma and Lima, became first-time dads on New Year's. Let me just hand about this. The zoo said Elma and Lima formed a bond for the current breeding season and have built a home base in the nest and defended their territory. The first chick to be fostered by a pair of same-sex penguins at the zoo hatched on January 1st. We said it already. Foster parents, adult male Humboldt and Humboldt penguins Elma and Lima took turns incubating the egg and have been doing a wonderful job warming and feeding the chick since. You know what I mean? So they got their hands on the egg. The next thing you know, they just put it out there. But let me look at some of these comments. Bro, what the F are y'all doing? Stop. Tasha said, oh, please with the buffoonery. I don't know who the Chris it is show, whatever. I'm exhausted at this point. Everybody want to get pregnant when Rihanna announced, like I just mentioned now. First of all, they had this baby on January 1st. And now they're saying that everybody want to get pregnant. See, I like this comment right here. So they didn't officially biologically create the baby chick, just watched and protected the nest. See, people didn't read the context. People just saw the post and got upset about it. And it was like, oh, man, it's messed up, man. It's messed up. They're trying to have same-sex marriages. Read the full article. They are foster parents. We really didn't need this. Laughing my ass off. What the F is going on? Today is only about Re and Re only. Like I said, the babies. All right, see, male always incubate the eggs. Never knew that. I never knew that. See, my brother is filled with a whole bunch of fun facts. I'm scared. Now, wait a damn minute. Y'all, never mind, because I know I like to tussle. Like, you going to fight over this post? Come on, man. Why is this in the news? Yada, yada, yada. So people was upset about Rihanna. No, people not upset about Rihanna, but people saying that it's all about Rihanna and not about the first time male penguins had a baby at the zoo. It's not a big deal. But speaking of a big deal, we have something special for you guys. In my opinion, very special. We have a special guest coming on. Are you ready to roll over here? Take your time.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, talk into the mic. Yeah, talk like.
Hey people, I'm here.
She's not really that short, and I'm not that big. She's just sitting on a body ball, and I'm sitting in my chair.
I'm 5'4.5".
She's 5'4.5", and I'm 6 feet. 6 feet. So.
Hey Monty.
Why you look at me for?
He moved his comments to Facebook, so.
Oh, you can't see it. So he says, "Dear Lord."
Shout out to all the breakers out there.
The breakers, that's what you call it. Okay, shout out to all the breakers out there.
I'm Mama Lex.
That's Mama Lex. Let me show you her handle. That's her handle right there. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. On
Okay.
this lovely Wednesday.
On the 222, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How you feel about the male penguins having a baby at the zoo?
They didn't have the baby. They just taking care of it. You know, hashtag fathers. Matter.
Okay.
Girl dad. I don't know. Is the penguin a girl?
They didn't say.
Can the people hear me?
I believe so. I see the mic levels going up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So who are you listening to?
I got my headphones on because I got the music playing. Because I got like music in the background.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So what else we got here? I wanted to touch on. Let's see what this is.
And shout out to Rihanna. I think that's how you pronounce her name correctly.
Yeah.
Not Rihanna.
Okay. Rihanna, whatever. Tomatoes, tomatoes. So let's pull this up right here. All right. So this is a Walgreens in Baltimore. You see people trying to get in, and they have to use a regular door at Walgreens. You see my man knocking?
They have to be let in.
No, you could just walk in. He just didn't know. I mean, you see that door, you're going to just knock. You don't know what to do. So shout out to him for doing that, for being polite. But, you know, they have an entrance, they have an outro door and an intro door, I guess, or
That's so
an entrance and an exit. I mean, it had to be for a reason. So, you know, shout out to Baltimore for doing Baltimore type of things. You know what I mean?
My assumption is that they're renovating.
Just
or that somebody ran into the front door. One or the other.
Oh, you're not even in the frame.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. So yeah, that was crazy. That's your phone? Yeah. What else I had that I wanted to speak on? Don't fall now.
I'm on a ball, by the way.
How's that?
Ding on ball.
Oh, see, I'm gonna play this, but you can't hear it though. Hold on a second. Let me do my adjustments so I can play it. Preferences. All right, why is it not showing up? Yeah, no, hold up. I got you, Mott. You can't hear it either. What's going on? All right. Man. All right, so I guess we won't be using that. Can't play that.
It's not working?
Yeah, it's not working. It's not showing the system. Oh, you said you was looking for that clip yesterday? No, not the iPad, not this. If that will play. Nope.
How do you know it's not playing?
Because I don't have the output right here. Let's see. Ah, God, I've got technical difficulties. Let's go back to my regular thing. All right. Sorry about that, y'all.
You can describe the video to them.
Nah, you got to see it, hear the whole thing, man. I hate when things don't work. Let's see. Shout out to my Nite bot. I turned my Nite bot down, everybody. He's not as angry as he once was. You know what I'm saying? Before he was very angry. No. All right, whatever. Can't get into it. I'll show it next time because this is not working again. I don't get it. I really don't get this. How this app does what it want to do when it want to do. Broadcast system audio. Let's see all the time. Nope. All right. So that changed the trajectory of the whole show, in my opinion. All right, let's get into the some of the topics. You want to get into topics with me or? All right, which one you want to get to? You see the notes here. We got Whoopi Goldberg. We got Joe Rogan. We got Kamau Bell. Then we got Nick Cannon, got another woman pregnant. And we got New York police officer detective found guilty for lying.
All right, let's start with Whoopi.
Actually, no. I want to start with what you call it instead. My bad. I want to start with this. Because we just talked about this. All right, so as you guys can see right here, a New York nurse arrested after making $1.5 million in 3 months off of fake vaccine cards. Side hustle gone wrong. A Long Island pediatric nurse practitioner and her employee was recently busted after allegedly making $1.5 million for selling fake COVID-19 vaccine cards. Her NYPD officer is also reportedly facing an internal probe for his potential involvement. According to the Daily Mail, nurse practitioner Julie, typical Long Island last name, who owns a Wild Child Pediatric Healthcare in Long Island, and her employee Marissa, typical Long Island last name also, a practical nurse, were caught after undercover detective obtained fake vaccine cards from them one or more occasions. CBS News reported that Divano was allegedly charging $220 for adults and $85 for children to enter falsified information to New York State Immunization Information System. Let me ban this guy because that's a bot. Okay, to the information system. Where's it at? Where we at? Despite receiving vaccines and syringes being sent to the practice from the government, patients never received the vaccine. Just within 3 months, they made $1.5 million. The news side notes.
That's crazy.
$1.5 million. I don't think that's her money. This is probably just another picture. Matter of fact, it might be because it says Suffolk County DA right there. But yeah, so this is the lady that...
Yeah, they found $900,000 at the house.
$900,000 at the house?
Yeah, so it's her. So there's another, like, this is the article you're looking at, but
yeah,
the one I saw was two. It was like her and her assistant, and so collectively they found $900,000 at one house.
Damn.
So.
In cash, yeah.
In how many months does it say?
It says
How long, you think?
in 3 months. Let's say a few months, right?
Yeah, but they've probably been doing this for at least a year.
Yeah, it said 3 months. They made that off. Yeah, keys and cash. I mean, that's a lot of cards to be selling. Think about it. 220 a pop. He made 1.5 million.
For adults and children.
Well, children's 85, but.
I mean, I'm saying, but they were still selling cards.
Yeah. You want to do that? So I can do the math real quick. I'm curious about that.
I don't want to get ones. That's crazy.
Oh, it's in the links. Where's the calculator? Oh.
Are you gonna do like that divided?
Yeah, I'm just curious how much that would cost. 5,000, 15,000, 150,000, 1.5 million divided by 220. So that's right there, 6,819 cards. That's a lot of cards if you just sold the adults. Not even mention how many you did for kids.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Damn, it's almost 7,000 cards out there. Jeez Louise, man. That's not a bad side hustle in my opinion.
Well, it's illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal. It's illegal. But, you know, her being in Long Island, knowing that Long Island people would not want to get vaccinated, especially
but I feel like she wasn't
Suffolk County.
She wasn't doing this for Long Island people. She was doing this for City of New York people. I feel like they were coming into Long Island to get cards because they didn't want to get vaccines.
Could be a word of mouth type of thing too.
Because why would you? I mean, I know people have to get them for work and stuff, but if you don't need a vaccine, why would you go out the way to get a card?
Yeah. Well, that's true too. Because, yeah, Long Island people need what you call. Yeah, you're right. Oh, it says she was probably selling Blink cards in bulk. Maybe.
That's true.
Yeah, she probably was selling Blink cards in bulk.
Ordering them.
Yeah. Just selling them out. Probably just get them in, sell them out, get them in, sell them out. But yeah, man.
I don't know. I feel like I finally saw what a card looks like in person.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they're so easy to mimic. There's no trademark. There's no like imprint. It's just literally a card. It's like a business card index.
Like an index card. Yeah, that's what everybody said. Like a regular index card.
And then it has logos and content. But
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to tell myself, but that's so easy to do.
It looked like it. I mean, I didn't see yours. I never see one in person, but it does look very easy to do and make, to be honest.
And it does have like a number on it.
So maybe that number got to be in the system.
So she was that's probably how she got caught, maybe.
Yeah.
Putting her pediatric as like a center for someone who's gotten the COVID shot.
Mm-hmm.
So call up here.
Sad, yo. Sad. Okay, I can see how that's going. What's next? You want to get on you say you want to get on one of these topics with me, right? Which one you want to speak on?
Well, I said Whoopi, and then you said no.
No, you can do Whoopi. All right, let's get us back in there together.
Did you know that Whoopi is not her real name?
Did I know? Yes, I did. Her real name is had it right here, Karen Johnson. So sad. Whoopi Goldberg went by a whole nother name. So Whoopi Goldberg went by a whole nother name, and the other name she went by now is, well, her original name is Karen Elaine Johnson, right? Which is like, okay, that's her name.
Her real name.
That's her real name. But her stage name is Whoopi Goldberg, kind of like a Jamie Foxx or Red Fox or Charlie Sheen. You know what I'm saying? Who else has got fake names? A lot of entertainers have fake names. That's how they go by. They go by using fake names. But it's interesting because Whoopi Goldberg went with a Jewish fake name, well, a Jewish last name.
Wait, pause. Read the comment.
He said, he read of all the topics and said, nah, would she pick what?
So I just want to pause and I want you to get back to your topic, but for all of you guys out there that say women are indecisive and we can't figure stuff out, I instantly jumped to the topic. I was like, oh, okay. Anyways, thank you for noticing that, Keith. Continue.
Okay. So Whoopi Goldberg is she came out and she said some anti-Semitic comments, right? Some may say, I don't know. What do you think, they're anti-Semitic or not?
No. I feel like she was just speaking her mind.
Yeah, you could say that. I think she was wrong in the comments because she said that it wasn't white on white. It wasn't a racial thing. But they seen it as, the Nazis seen the Jewish people as an inferior race. So it's not racially as far as skin tone, but it's racially as a group of people. So
but
on a
maybe that's not the right word.
Yeah, on the technicality, she was wrong because she didn't say race. So on a technicality, she's wrong. But
it was
Jewish is a religion.
So
it's just a group of people that
being prejudiced?
Yeah, that's being mistreated or whatever.
Yeah, I think she just used like the wrong word.
See, Keith, I didn't know this. He said Hitler was Jewish, so technically she was right. I ain't speaking on that. I don't know.
Well,
if you say so, I believe it. Put it like that. But anyway,
I don't know. When you're in the public and you have comments, you have to be mindful of what you do say and don't say. So
yeah,
I don't know if a 2-week suspension is deemed necessary for what she said, because it was just her opinion.
Well, it was to me, it wasn't deemed necessary either. And I heard that she's mad about it. She's pissed off. And I heard even the co-host is mad about it and pissed off about it because they're like, how you gonna give a 2-week suspension for this? And I feel like that's too much too, because The View, they talk about a whole bunch of different topics.
And then I feel like they talk about a lot of racial topics.
Yeah.
And they speak a lot about black influence and black culture. And I ain't seen nobody getting suspended for offending people or criticizing.
No, me neither.
A lot to be said in that.
It is. So if you watch the clip, right, she's speaking about it, then boom, instantly they start cueing the music.
Oh, like they're like trying to stop
Yeah.
it?
They start cueing the music like, oh no, this is not good. You can't have this conversation. And she says, oh, we gotta go on a commercial break. So later on that night, she went to Steve Colbert's show, I think, and she tried to do an apology. Then she went on Twitter and had an apology. I could pull that.
What were they talking about?
All right, this is the backstory why it came up. There was a book that came out, I think called Mouse, something like that. And the book had nudity in it. So they pulled it from the shelves of school. So they kind of bring it back to the critical race theory, saying that they're trying to suppress racial education for the kids at school, right? So that's how the book came out. And Whoopi Goldberg saying it's not the same thing. What Jews is going through, it's not the same thing as blacks is going through because it wasn't racial, it was white on white. But at the same time, you could categorize a group of people as a race. It could be skin tone, it could be religious belief, whatever. You could categorize a group of people as a race. So with Goldberg saying that, oh, this race is XYZ and it's not a race thing, and that's why the backlash came. And she had an apology, you know what I'm saying? Since she is Miss Goldberg. Let me pull that up.
Yeah, but she didn't say that they weren't unwanted. She just said that it wasn't comparable. Yeah. So like we both have on a sweater, but yours is blue and mine is black. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why she got in trouble for what she said. Because she didn't say that they weren't just for what they went through. She was just saying that it wasn't the same.
She got in trouble for what she said because who she said it about. Like, like entertainment-wise, the last person I seen to speak out about Jews that got away with it basically was Ice Cube. He said something about Jerry Heller, and That was it. You can't say nothing about that. Hold on, let me see. Let me see the tweet. Let me pull the tweet up for y'all. All right, so this is the tweet right here. Oh, he's looking at the comments.
Yeah.
All right. So Whoopi Goldberg said, on today's show, I said the Holocaust is not about race, is about a man's inhumanity to man. I should have said that it's about both. As Jonathan Greenblatt from the Anti-Defamation League shared, the Holocaust is about Nazi systematic annihilation of the Jewish people, who they deem to be an inferior race. I stand corrected. The Jewish people around the world have always had my support, obviously, because your last name is now Goldberg, and will have always support, and that will never waver. I'm sorry for the hurt I caused. I don't think you really hurt anybody for that statement.
And her statement was not inaccurate. It was just referenced incorrectly.
Yeah.
Can we Google the definition of race? Because I feel like my interpretation of what race is versus what is being said here are two different things.
Okay, we can Google it. I think I actually Googled it earlier. See, race definition.
Well, it said race versus ethnicity.
All right, the meaning of a race this is by the Merriam-Webster Dictionary website. They don't probably sell books anymore, but this is their website because there's no point in having the thing. You can read that?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
The meaning of race is any one of the groups that humans are often divided into based on physical traits.
Regarded as common among people of shared ancestry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I wear glasses. I don't even know why you told me to read that.
You started. Oh, good.
So technically, I guess it was race?
Yeah, it was race on a technicality.
Okay. Technicality, it was race, where she said that it wasn't race.
Yeah.
But she didn't say nothing bad. People are just too sensitive. And by people, I mean everybody.
But it's not just that. Like I said, anybody in entertainment can't say nothing about the Jewish community. Nobody in entertainment can say anything about the Jewish community. Look what happened to Nick Cannon. He said something about Jewish community. What happened? Viacom got rid of him.
He started having all these damn babies.
Yeah, we can get into that later. That's another topic for a few more minutes.
I feel like technically it is race because we're talking about blonde hair, blue eye. Like, so those are characteristics that you technically can't define. You have to be born with. Which is interesting that we are all categorized as African American when technically there should be at least 3 or 4 different races in there. Yeah. If the white race wants to be identified as several different races.
But the reason why we can't probably be categorized as a whole bunch of different things because we don't know where we came from.
Yeah, but if we're simply talking about aesthetic, we can totally be darker skinned versus lighter skinned. Yeah. Brown eyes versus dark.
Yeah. Oh, blue.
Coarse hair. I mean, that's what they did. Yeah. And that that had nothing to do with regional direction.
You gonna stay here for the night? I'm gonna get the other chair.
Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, is this?
Yeah, because you look real short and this look very off. So, all right, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna get another chair. You can take this chair.
That was random, but okay.
Yeah. So you can keep going.
I'll entertain the people.
You can keep going now.
I don't know. Don't let me fall.
Don't fall.
I won't.
Just sit in the chair.
Usually he records with no pants on for the laughter. Thought that was funny. No melanin. I feel like I'm gonna be non-African American because if they can be Jewish and white and not white, we can do that too. No undies, no pants. What's going on, guys? I'm in the comment section on YouTube looking at the regs. So I guess I could tell y'all why I'm here. Wednesdays, Ron goes on live. However, my daughter does gymnastics on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock, 6 until 7. You know, proud parent moment. Let me show y'all my little baby. They had a new gym today. So her gym used to be 7 minutes from my house. Now it is 15 to 18 minutes, which I know that's not that much, but with traffic, that could be like 20 plus minutes. So I don't know if I'm gonna stay at this gym or not. But anyways, today was her first day at the same gym, new facility. And she loved it. It was so cute. I'm trying to show the people how to use the new gym.
All right, now I really got to get myself situated because I don't know what's going on and what stuff is.
All right, let's see. Can you guys see it? All right. They have a viewing room for the moms. Clearly, I was sitting in the back. So I was like, go Heidi. I don't know. Anyways.
Okay. So let's get back to Whoopi. Sorry for the brief interruption, everybody. We back. I get my headphones on. Okay. All right. So what is going below on the camera in sight? Okay, so yes. Okay, Keith was going in on the comments. Let's address some of the comments. Did you see the comments from Keith?
Yeah.
Okay.
No draws. That one was funny.
So I said I had no drawers on?
Because I told them that you usually record with no pants on.
Why you said that for? Okay. All right, so I said they're all white. Well, that's what Whoopi said. Whoopi said they're all white. But I guess, like you said, by the definition of race, she was wrong. But the thing is, it's like she could just you can't say certain things about the Jewish community. That's just how it is. That's just how it goes. You can't do that because they have this power. Like I am envious and I do admire the Jewish community power they have on lock. And I think that the gay community now is getting towards that. Like you can't say nothing about the gay community.
Yeah.
So you have
apology tour.
Yeah, but Whoopi didn't get a chance to do apology. She did apology tour. She apologized on Twitter. She apologized on the Steve Colbert show. I think she tried to come back and apologize on her show, and they didn't give her a chance.
Yeah, but she only got suspended for 2 weeks. So.
That's still like, it's a daily show. That's 10 episodes she's losing. It's not like it's a weekly show or, that's a lot. They would be suspended for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, suspended or canceled. And she hosts that show, so she ain't going on.
Yeah, and I think Whoopi Goldberg is the matriarch of that show. She's the leader of that show, in my opinion.
Yeah, and there's been a lot more racy comment, which I'm surprised that people aren't feud about that. Like on the show alone, people have said way worse and have not gotten this type of treatment. But your brother said Jews, you can't tell a person is Jew just by how they look. Which I don't know.
I think you could. I think you could.
What is a characteristic of a Jew besides the
nose,
head dressings?
I know like in Brooklyn, they got the thing that will twirl on the side, but like the nose, sometimes they have curly. You can't. Not like you could tell it with us. You can tell the characteristics of a black person in an instant. But as far as a Jew, you can't do that instantly like you could. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Let's not say too much about them because...
Yeah, I think they probably own this YouTube.
Don't want to get canceled.
Yeah, curly hair, bow. Okay, so Keith is giving a whole bunch of...
distinct characteristics.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. I was at the park with Heidi one Sunday, and there was a whole group of them. I don't know. Do they do worship on Sunday?
They do worship
Saturday. Okay, so they were probably just like having a picnic because it was like 30 plus, and they had the kids and stuff, so they were definitely together. But I knew instantly that they were Jewish.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Man, Whoopi Goldberg, man. What they gonna do with her? I think they should just leave her. And another fun fact about Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, Adam Sandler and Jerry Seinfeld could be cousins. Another fun fact about Whoopi Goldberg. She has no eyebrows. I never noticed that. Till today. And she gave a logical explanation why she don't have eyebrows. Whoopi Goldberg don't have eyebrows because she don't want facial hair on her face. And that is facial hair. And she says after she shaved the eyebrows, when they grow back, they itch. So she don't have eyebrows. And I never knew that. Till I never even paid attention. I just thought her face was just like, that came out a little bit. Like the meat part over your eye. Like Steve Harvey go like this. Remember that joke? That's what my brother, I don't know, I think my brother's a Steve Harvey hater on the low. But
So is you think I look regular with no eyebrows?
No, you look like Whoopi Goldberg with no eyebrows.
Have you ever shaven your eyebrows off?
No, not at all. I separate
Did the
sometimes.
Cuts?
No, I never did the cuts either.
You shave this right here sometimes?
I did, but when I was younger. Then I didn't like the way I looked, so I was like, you know what? I'll just be natural. I'll just be me. He said, Keith, you said Whoopi's a nutcase? Yo, Whoopi's...
She do. I don't watch the View, though.
Yeah. But I'm glad that at least her co-hosts are upset about it as well. They said they're upset about it, too.
Well, good. They're standing behind
her.
Yeah,
they stood behind her in solidarity, saying, like, nah, she shouldn't be ousted like that. And I agree. She shouldn't be.
Yeah, her comment was not that severe. It wasn't severe. It was just out of context.
It said, in fact, you won't see my unibrow. Nah, I embrace my unibrow. I don't care.
Can you see it on camera?
Oh, mine? No, it's very light. I got a receding unibrow. So it's going, I know what I'm saying? Like,
comment if you used to do the little slashes, the two. Is that like a Southern thing?
No, that was a New York thing. Because Jay-Z says, cut your eyebrows trying to wild out.
I never did that, but I wanted to.
You still could. Like, it's not over.
That's stupid. I am too grown to be slicing my eyebrows.
Please, I bet you it was women older than you that's doing that. See, yeah, Keith did that. Keith did slashing the eyebrows.
I'm glad you don't do it no more. Hopefully, anyways.
No, I never did slices and eyebrows. And that was definitely a New York thing.
Y'all always want to claim something.
It was a New York thing.
We could have the argument.
How do you have the argument? Like,
I don't know, because there's no way to
determine who's right and who's wrong.
Yeah. It was being done here too.
Yeah. You said one bad thing about Jews, they would shut you down. That's a fact, man. You can't say nothing about Jews at all. Like, you can't say nothing about them. And like I said, Nick Cannon was one of them. All right, Keith, I'll open the phone lines later. We got that conversation later.
About the original. Well, I have to pause because I am a generation under y'all. So my references from eyebrow cuts would be different from y'all. Like Nelly would be someone that I would reference as like someone who used to cut their eyebrows.
All right.
The two little slashes. That's what I'm saying.
Nelly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah. We were doing that long way before Nelly. Before you was born. I'm pretty sure we was doing cut to the eyebrow before you was born. How you feel about this comment? Atlanta, as it exists today, wouldn't be possible without New York City.
No. We could call up later. Because I disagree. I don't feel like it's nothing Atlanta that's like true Atlanta that's a real reference to New York. Like our culture, our music, if we're talking about music, everything's different. It's not the same. So yeah. Old school Atlanta music is way different than old school New York music. Even now, like. No, I think music now is not culturally. No. But it is. I feel like the Atlanta has a sound. Like I hate going out when I'm out, like traveling, because in Atlanta there's a certain sound, whereas other area, every area has their own sound. So y'all was trying. New York transplants or the world transplants? I'll give you that for sure. But that's the thing about culture, right? Like just because you came from somewhere, you ended here and you created an Atlanta sound. So true to that.
Right.
ATL.
But that's my new home now. That's where I'm from. That's where I rep.
You're not from here. In order to be from somewhere, you have to at least have been there adult years, maybe 5 adult years.
Okay, so I got 1 more year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Until then, you are from New York.
I said, JD dressed all his artists and dressed like who? JD sent everyone to New York to get swag.
So what's considered New York swag? Okay, we're talking about maybe like a 2000s, 90s ish, right? Not now. We're talking about back then. Baggy pants, is that a New York thing? Like the oversized pants with the belt tight around the waist?
From crisscross to Usher. Everybody had to come to New York for their swag. Called it the Keys.
I don't know if okay. I don't feel like Atlanta has a... Boy, no, because you said y'all never wore Dickies. Did y'all wear Dickies suits?
I never wore Dickies.
But was that like a New York thing?
People in New York wore Dickies.
Okay, I'll give you that, Keith. Y'all have the swag.
Yeah, everything did
reference
come.
maybe.
Yeah.
But music and the sound, I don't know.
And plus, Keith is a thrifter, so he knows all about the old school fashion and everything too.
Okay.
Yeah, so that he ain't the one that had the argument with.
So baseball jerseys or like basketball, like those, like jerseys was really big in the 90s.
Oh yeah, definitely was in New York. Yeah, all fashion started in New York.
Okay, I will not deny that. Y'all have Fashion Week for a reason.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's good.
So I told you about the slashes and eyebrows. You wasn't even born. Told you.
How y'all know? Y'all don't know when I was born.
No, my brother knew he was born.
Well, I guess that means y'all are old because it recycled back to my generation. Retro.
I guess so. All right, I want to move on now. Let's carry on. Nick Cannon, because you did mention Nick Cannon. We did mention Nick Cannon because Mr. Nick Cannon
spoke on the Jews. He got canceled.
And now, Mr. Nick Cannon have another baby on the way. So, Nick Cannon...
Wait, he spoke on the Jews, doubled down twice.
Yeah.
And then went on an apology tour.
Yeah. And then after the apology tour, he went out and started having babies. Because I felt like Nick Cannon was embarrassed. And he had to, prove his manhood.
You think so?
Yeah, he had to prove, all right, I'm the man somewhere. I'm not the man here.
Yeah, because people were saying, you're going against your original word. And
yeah.
Thought she said she wasn't going to feed into the man.
Yeah. So, all right. So Nick Cannon started having these babies. So, recently, they still talking about your lesson. So, Nick Cannon, saying my condolences go out to Nick Cannon. His baby just passed away. Right, his baby passed away a few months ago from a brain tumor. Yeah. And
like a baby.
Mm-hmm. Just passed away from a brain tumor. And, right after the baby passed away from a brain tumor, he has another baby on the way. So now this is his 8th child he having on the way with Johnny Manziel, like a football player that used to be popular maybe 10 years ago. But this is his ex. Oops, my bad. This is his ex. And
she was his ex?
This is Johnny Manziel's ex is Nick Cannon's new baby mother. So Nick Cannon have another baby in the way, and he's saying he's going to practice celibacy now because he's saying he's doing too much. He's having too many kids now. So he's going to try to practice celibacy.
That don't got nothing to do with him having kids. You don't have
he had the kids already.
I know, but I'm saying he's practicing is he just that good in bed he can't pull out? There's so many other ways to not get someone pregnant besides not having sex. He's an idiot.
Yeah, it is. But I guess he don't have self-control. So he's going to practice celibacy.
So now he's admitting that what he's doing is stupid.
Hold on. Oh man, just look at what Keith said. He said, the Jewish outlast, another baby. Okay, so if you in here, subscribe to my man Keith's Open Doors. any of his baby moms black? I'm gonna talk about that on my channel. No, I don't think they are. I think they all like these quote unquote foreigners, whatever that is.
Ambiguously ethnic.
Yeah. You said ambiguously ethnic. That's the term that these women are, right? But anyway, so now, like I said, I think after that Jewish controversy, he has to start. He started having kids back to back to back to back. He's been having a lot of kids coming out, right? And there you go, racially ambiguous. And yeah, I mean, I guess it's something that somebody like Nick Cannon could afford, like, because he got the finances to afford something like that. But the end of the day, it's like, you know, study shows if you're not your child's life, they're like, for the physical, the child gonna resent you. What do you think?
I think he has enough money, resources to be active in all these children's lives. I think the issue is monogamy here, and the message he, as an influencer, is showing the world. They're feeding into the black stereotype that men, you know, if we're talking about Nick Cannon having 5 baby mamas, he's feeding into the cultural stigma that black men do not nurture their families, they don't protect their families, they don't look at monogamy as important, and they don't take care of their kids. Like, that's what he is unintentionally, to me, spreading. And that is a negative seed because he's an influencer and people look at him as a black man.
Well, you say unintentionally, it might be intentionally. Who says it's not intentional? That's what he's doing.
Oh, I would hope that it's not, but I wouldn't take it away from anything. I mean, especially because it's coming off of the whole Jew issue. What if the goal is to plant a negative seed continuously for our culture? Which is what he's doing by having all these kids, the way he's having them.
Yeah.
So I don't think he can totally take care of them. He has the finances to do so. And because he has the finances to do so, he can totally be in their lives, just like Future and all these other black entertainers that also spread their seeds. But it's not a good look for our culture.
Yeah.
The lack of wives is bothering me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was trying to see what Lamont was talking about, but I see what Jamal said now. So he said, Nick Cannon made me show Asia. That's my niece, my brother's daughter. It says Antonio Cromartie. So Antonio Cromartie had a lot of kids. I think he had, I want to say 9. So he's up there with Nick Cannon, but he can't remember the kids' names.
Who is he?
So Antonio Cromartie was a cornerback for the Jets.
Black man,
yes, a black man.
So, like, similar to what Nick Cannon is doing?
Yes. So he had a lot
He can't remember the kids' names?
Yeah, he couldn't remember the kids' names.
He should have just named them all Antonio.
I guess so. He can't remember the kids' names. It's sad. And like I said, man, that's not no recipe for a healthy child parent relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Now, what if you have 2 kids, both have a basketball game, one in LA, one in Atlanta? Also, you're not making it to both.
No,
you're not making it to both. And kids want to see their parents in the crowd.
Yeah, I also think it's tainting his legacy because the more mouths you feed, the more people touching your legacy once you die, or whatever the case may be. It's not in house.
No.
These kids gonna be fighting over opinions.
Fighting and feuding over everything, and it's gonna be a messy thing. And you see it all the time. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. Like, I think DMX had this issue after he passed away with all the kids he has.
Same situation.
Yeah. Oh, Sean Kemp. I ain't know Sean Kemp had a lot of kids. Sean Kemp was a basketball player. I ain't know Sean Kemp had a lot of kids too.
So what's a lot of kids?
I think it's a lot of kids with a lot of different women. So like, and it also depends on your situation. I know somebody I went to school with. They have a lot of siblings, and their father have a lot of different women, but they all lived in the same roof because of the religion. So they all work together to raise those kids. to me that's different. They all live together. So all the brothers and all the brothers and sisters are still together. It's not spread out all over the world.
Which
so it may not be
cultivating a village.
Yep.
However, a lot of egos had to be shut down for that to be working correctly.
Yeah. Which is, it is what it is, but that's better than, to me, in my opinion, what Nick Cannon's doing. At least he had all the women on the same page. Well, Nick Cannon probably had the women on the same page too, just not under the same roof. And these kids are not really going to know these siblings, probably except for the twins that he had with Mariah Carey, because they twins.
Yeah, I think he has another set of twins.
Yeah, I think he had two sets of twins. Yeah.
Yeah, what did he say?
He said Vander Holyfield was the baby daddy goat. I even know Vander Holyfield had a lot of kids too. Shout out to Vander Holyfield. I think Rick Ross now live in a Vander Holyfield. So
do we give men the same criticism for having multiple women?
No, I don't think so.
Women, so you don't.
I don't think men get that same criticism.
Well, I like that we're having this conversation, and I like that Nick Cannon is being criticized for what he's doing, because I think if a woman, and I'm asking you how many is too many kids, because I feel like as soon as a woman has two fathers for their kids, it's an issue, whereas you see men with 2, 3, 4 before they're even looked at like sideways. And here he is at 5. I feel like we should have been having this conversation after he had the baby after Mariah. Like, what are you doing? Calm down.
No, I think the baby after Mariah wasn't bad, because after you come out of marriage, you have a child, I think you're allowed that first pass. Like, all right, I might build with this lady.
So you're saying that you're allowed 3 then?
No,
before it's criticized.
So wait.
Because he had Mariah would be his wife, yes, but that would be the set of kids, the first mom. Yeah. Then he had the baby right outside of the marriage. Which would be a second mom.
I'm saying the second mom would be a pass.
Okay, so they don't have no more passes after that.
No, I think after the second, because you can have I could speak on my situation. I have a child with somebody, but I'm not saying like I'm not tied to her. We had a child so long ago. I could have a future with somebody else and have another child. So that's my second.
Right. Okay. So that's fair.
And after your second, I think after you have a child, you go through all the nonsense that you have. Whatever you go through, say you go through court, say you go through XYZ, say you go through ABC, you go through everything. Like, all right, this ain't for me. I don't want to live this life no more. My next person I have a child with is going to be somebody I want to grow with for the rest of my life.
Okay. So that's like.
That's me personally. That's how I feel.
And I think that's responsible as opposed to you. Like, I have my cousin, he was married for maybe like 10, 15 years, and they had 4 kids together, him and his wife. They got a divorce, and he was just like, it's hard dating because people here have 4 kids, and they're like, ooh. But he's like, yeah, but they're all from the same woman, and it kind of sets a different tone. So, yeah. I agree.
So, yeah. It is what it is as far as that aspect of it. No,
Nick Cannon needs to sit down, and I'm glad he's.
Now he says he's starting to practice celibacy.
Maybe he need to come out with like a line of condoms or something.
I guess.
Would you use the celebrity condom?
No, especially his, because he got 8 kids.
Wrap it up.
That's like Nick Cannon and Magic Johnson come out with a collab condom. Like, you're gonna have the STDs and you're gonna have the babies. Like, nah, I'm not jacking that.
They said DMX kids are still coming out claiming he's their dad.
Yeah, I think
that's so sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
There's 4 of us from my dad, all from different women. Men.
Sad. Why would you get with someone that already has 3 kids?
That's subjective. Because if you have...
I don't wait for it.
I mean, because I feel like you can... I mean, I don't know. I don't want to, like, I guess put my personal opinion in, but per se. But I feel like if you're dating someone... I don't think the number of kids should be relevant. Like if they're taking care of those kids and they're financing everything and kids are healthy and blah, 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 then I feel like mind your business. But if you come into a situation and they have 3 kids and the kids are all over the place, the kids are not being taken care of, blah, 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 then I feel like that's when you have that conversation about not being with someone with 3 kids. But just because my mom has 3 kids, like just because you have 3 kids doesn't mean that you're not like worthy of dating. And just because you have multiple fathers and or mothers doesn't mean that you're not worthy of dating either.
Yeah.
I have my personal standards, but you know, everybody's not the same. Subjective comment there, Jamal.
All right.
Is that a deal breaker?
The 3 kids.
Oh, for me, for sure. I don't want, no.
What about this? What if the ages are 7, 4, and 1?
So
1 is kind of fresh.
The rule in our friend group is you should not be dating anyone who has a child under the age of 3. I feel like that's speaking from personal experiences. By that time, things should be ironed out, figured out, X, Y, and Z. So that 1 would be a no. But if the kid was say like 8, 7, 4, same mom, we wouldn't be able to fit in my car, but hopefully he has a minivan or something.
They can fit in your car.
Plus him and Heidi?
Oh, yeah.
No.
You gotta leave your daughter out.
And that's not happening, so.
Yeah.
Because I already come with 1, so.
Yeah.
No. Would you? Are you dating somebody with a 7, 4, and 1-year-old?
1, no. 1 is too young. That's
so
too fresh.
8, 7.
Like
4.
I don't think the mom even healed from the pregnancy yet. Like from giving birth at 1. So nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good on that. I ain't doing that. That's too young. 7, 4, 1 is too young.
I always find it weird when people date people while they're pregnant. What do the comments have to say about that? Like, I'm pregnant and I go out on a date with you, and you're obviously not the father. I
mean, it's not obvious if you're on a date. Like, people wouldn't know that I'm not the father.
Yeah, but you know you're not the father.
Yeah.
Because we just met. People do, listen, my chat be wild. People do stuff like that all the time.
But go on dates with pregnant people?
Or like you're just actively dating, even if you're pregnant or just had baby. Life doesn't stop.
It don't stop. But, I mean, me personally, if you're pregnant, I'm good. Like, I'm not.
You met this really nice girl.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There's no such thing.
99.9% perf.
Okay.
And let's say she's 3 months pregnant, so she doesn't really, well, I guess she would technically know. But let's say you don't know. She hasn't said anything. You guys meet and y'all are talking, and then later on she's like, I'm pregnant. You're gonna leave her alone?
Yeah. Cause 3 months in, everybody's perfect.
That's true.
So I don't know how to reel her. So she's good. I'll let her go. I'm definitely okay with that. We can be friends. We can be cool. I can like your comments when your baby come out. I'll say congratulations under your page, but I'll leave it at that. Like, what? For what? What am I doing that for?
Comments. What do y'all think? Y'all dating a woman who's either newly pregnant or newly childbirth? And this goes for the women too. I know you have your women followers. Would y'all date a man who either has a child on the way or who just had a child? Leave that at that. I don't know what the people say.
I don't know. I'm trying to see why his comment come here. I can't put it up there. But my brother said, put dents in your baby head is a quote I heard somewhere. So I guess you put dents in the head because you having sex with the lady and you hitting the...
Oh no. Oh man, that's funny. I never heard that one before. I didn't even realize you had a chat going on right there.
But it's right there, yeah.
Is that YouTube?
It's YouTube.
So what is that?
This is both chats.
Oh.
So I can read this. I can put those to the screen, and I like to see this because I can see my connection. So right now I have an excellent connection.
That's cute.
Yeah, so that's why I keep that up there like that.
There's a lot going on the screen.
Yeah.
You know how many windows I have open on my computer? One at a time. Oof, this is bothering me.
Well, nobody can see that but me. All right, let's get to this Joe Rogan. I think we're spending a lot of time on Nick Cannon. So Joe Rogan is under some fires, because he be having certain guests coming on. So he had like this guest named Dr. Malone, which was like the pioneer of the mRNA technology, and he was like kind of anti. I don't know. I didn't hear the whole interview because it got taken down real quick, so I didn't get a chance to hear it. And I think you have to pay to hear it, and I wasn't that interested in paying to hear this interview. Right? I already know how I feel, so it doesn't matter. I'm not going to make my mind up or change my mind about what I'm gonna do with my body because what this guy says. Right? So that's either here or there. But anyway, people were upset about it. So an artist named Neil Young came out and said, you know what? If Spotify don't take Joe Rogan off of Spotify, I'm taking my music off. So people looking like, who's Neil Young? Who cares about Neil Young taking his music off, right? But then other artists is coming out now saying that they need to take off Joe Rogan because it's misinformation. Now, I don't feel like it's misinformation. I feel like it's other information. Like, all right, it could be this or it could be that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of messed up that they trying to cancel Joe Rogan for putting out alternative information as opposed to misinformation. How you feel about Joe Rogan getting quote unquote canceled now?
Well, for starters, I don't know who Joe Rogan is.
All right, so Joe Rogan is basically the number one podcaster in the country.
Dang.
Yeah, well, probably in the world.
Dang,
I think Spotify gave him $100 million contract to have exclusive content just coming from him as a podcast.
Big deal.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
the one podcaster. Yep, and there's a lot of podcasts out there.
You know, people are obsessed with their podcast.
Yeah, speaking of podcasts, make sure you guys subscribe to our podcast. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in the chat real quick. Let's see if it. So I'll put that action out there.
Well, as an active podcast listener to my podcast I subscribe to, if my podcast was going off air for some BS like this, I would totally have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But with that being said, there are so many streaming services that house podcast exclusive content. Mm-hmm. I personally don't even listen to podcasts on Spotify. I know you say he had the contract with them. Yeah. But maybe he just needs to shift his podcast to like some of the, or he probably already has it. But maybe if they want to drop his content, he should use the other streaming services more heavily. Yeah. Because I listen to most of my podcasts on Apple Podcasts anyways.
Yeah, I'm an Apple Podcast user as well.
So, and Apple, well, hopefully they don't be having these issues.
Yeah, so I pulled this article right here from the Wall Street Journal. So now we got NDRE, Graham Nash planning to leave Spotify following Neil Young protest of Joe Rogan.
Well, really, this affects Spotify, like Spotify music or Spotify artists pressuring Spotify to drop him is really going to affect their subscribe rate. Yeah. Because if the artist that I listen to's music's not on there, then I'm not going to pay for the service. First of all, Spotify's already free. So if somebody's getting a premium Spotify service, that means they actually have content on there that they like or listen to. So this is going to be doing themselves a disservice. Because if I was a fan of, who was the first artist?
NDRE.
The country singer?
Say NDRE.
Okay, so if I was like a huge fan of NDRE and that was the only place I could find her exclusive content and she removed it, I would also be removing my streaming service.
Yeah. If I'm Joe Rogan, I'm laughing at all of them. Spotify has to pay him, and if they cancel him, he take his paper and get a new contract somewhere else. Right. Or Joe Rogan is so popular now, Joe Rogan could just start his own streaming services that people will probably pay for exclusive content and have to go through Spotify. That he could just do straight through him. Yeah. Yeah,
a lot of my podcasters are on Patreon at the moment because they call it the gated community. You have to pay directly for their exclusive content to them.
Yeah. And Taylor Swift now, Taylor Swift fans are urging her to do that now. Say, all right, we want you to join this fight with the other artists out there.
I don't think it's. I mean.
Yeah, but I made a video a while back about Donald Trump being censored, and I said Donald Trump being censored is going to be an issue. If you could censor the president of the United States, there's no. What's the word I'm trying to say? I want to say end game, but I don't think end game is the word.
I mean, I think that's
a correct term to use.
Yeah, it's a wormhole. Like you're not gonna ever fall.
It's a forever falling pit, I guess. If you could censor the president of the United States while he's in office,
though he needed to be censored.
But censored the president.
It was problematic.
Now you're going down a slippery slope. Like, all right, you censored like Alex Jones. You censored Louis Farrakhan, right?
Yeah.
Which I don't agree with neither one of those two being censored. I think everybody should have the right. But now you're censoring the president. Now you're going to censor Joe Rogan.
I think the problem is that these are, and we talked about this earlier, but these are not public entities. Spotify is a company ran by, a group of people that can make their own rules and dictate what they want. So when we talk about freedom of speech or the popularity cancel culture, it doesn't have a stance in a company exiling something or someone, which is not a good thing, but that's just where we are.
Yeah.
And like you said, if you as a viewer or as a user don't want to be censored for various topics or reasons, then the best thing to do is build your own.
Yeah. But the CEO of Spotify came out and said that we're not changing our policies based on one person. So if you're not agreeing with Joe Rogan, they're not going to pull Joe Rogan because they're not going to change their policies from Joe Rogan.
Because he's not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, he's not. He's being accused of spreading COVID misinformation. I think also when he got COVID, he was like, "Oh, I'm taking ivermectin or whatever, taking all the different things."
So he's being like,
yeah. So like, yeah, he doing all this different stuff. Look at that fly. Y'all been getting a whole bunch of those. You see that?
it's a ladybug.
I get a whole bunch of ladybugs.
They're good luck.
I get a lot of them. I need good luck. You don't give me good luck?
I thought it was your good luck charm.
Yeah, guess you're my ladybug.
Oh, that was so cute.
All right, now my computer's all acting weird. I think I got a lot going on here. See, I got the pinwheel going.
Yeah, I feel like we should be. I feel like censoring content is twofold because I feel like some content needs to be censored, and we should have the ability to censor it. But in the same breath, when you do censor content, you do kind of take away from that freedom of speech and the ability to censor certain things.
Yeah.
But spreading misinformation of COVID is definitely something that I think should be censored.
But how do you determine what's misinformation?
Well, I don't listen to his stuff, so I
all right. But say, for example, he said, I took ivermectin, I feel better. How do we know that's not true?
Well, I don't think that's misinformation.
Yeah,
I think that's just...
Or him having the guy who created mRNA. How we know what the guy is who created mRNA is not true?
I think a little home remedy, we talk about those all the time.
Yeah, we take ginger ale when we get a stomach ache.
Yeah.
That's not on nobody's
Tylenol heal everything.
Yeah, so...
Listen, I think... I don't think that what he's doing from the conversation that we had, I don't think that what he's doing is worth being censored over.
Yeah.
I don't think he's spreading false COVID information. I don't think he's telling the people to not get vaccinated. I think the people are just stupid. And you could put that on record that I said that. American people do not have their own backbone or source of content. They don't know how to research for themselves.
Yeah.
They look at content or headliners and they assume that that's what it is. They follow stupid news threads that are not even real news. Like, as a people, we are just stupid. So if people are listening to his podcast and taking that as, oh, let me not get vaccinated, then they need to not get vaccinated and be affected by what's going to happen to them if they don't. That's not on him.
Yeah. And also, too, what happened to us getting information and filter out what's good for us to be listening to or what we can take in our own lives? Just because Joe Rogan say something, maybe another news station would say the next thing. And we can't just say, all right, Joe Rogan said this, say Don Lemon said that. Let me see what's best for me, and let me make my own decision.
You feel like everybody has to be on the same page?
That's what it seemed like.
Or like the media wants everybody.
Yeah, that's the route they're going. So if you're Joe Rogan, you got to say XYZ. If you Whoopi Goldberg, you got to say XYZ. If you Nick Cannon, you got to say XYZ.
Are these platforms being ran by the same company or the same entity?
Well, there's only 6 companies that's out in entertainment. That's
so that would make sense for me. I mean, I don't think it's fair, but I think if this is my brand and this is the message that I want the people to see from all of my like entities, then y'all need to be consistent and uniform. You can't be saying this and that. Like, that isn't a good representation of our brand.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense as to why everybody's being forced to preach the same gospel.
Yeah, I think it's
But I think that's also why your podcast and YouTube channels and stuff like smaller networks are important for people to tap into, because you're not getting brainwashed in the sense of like mass media.
Mm-hmm.
It's content that's relatable from people who also are relatable as opposed to influencers or that. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's why I like what I do, and I like the people saying in the comments, "Oh, I'm glad you're doing stuff like this." Even though, you know, I'm a small YouTuber, I think I got 3.5 now. Okay, I don't know. I know it's like 1,300. I got 1,300 subscribers and counting. So we try and get to a million by the end of 2022. That's what we want to do. All right, so I gotta have a crazy super duper viral moment to get to a million. But I got one last topic I want to get on, man. I want to not one last, but definitely want to get on the Kamau Bell, man. Kamau Bell. So, do you know anything about Kamau Bell, or should I just give you a backstory? I'll give you a backstory. So, Kamau Bell is a comedian that recently came out with a Bill Cosby 4-part documentary saying that we need to talk about Bill Cosby.
Black man, white man?
Black man.
Okay.
You want any more context? For me, it doesn't make a difference, but some people it does. He's a black man with a white wife.
Oh, okay, I was gonna ask if he's gay.
No, okay. He's not gay. He's a black man.
Black man, white wife.
Yeah.
And they live where?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably some like New York, LA, whatever, some type of like democratic type city, whatever. But so Kamau Bell's coming out with this documentary, right?
And why him?
All right, so he said that he wanted to have this documentary because he had conversations with people saying that, oh, we need to talk about Cosby, and he said that people felt like this is a discussion that needed to be had in his inner circle. So people around him felt like we need to have this conversation.
Okay.
But I definitely think he did not, what's the term? Read the room. Because he had a lot of reasons not to drop this thing, right? First sign that he had not to drop it was the day that they finished everything, you know, recording, editing, you know, ready to ship it to, I guess, like, you know, shop it to different publishers or whatever, people who did to broadcast it. Bill Cosby got released from jail the day he finished it. I think that's a sign right there. Like, all right, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. Maybe we should fall back. But Kamau Bell, being the man that he is, he did not fall back. He said, you know what? We're going to go in.
Let me look at what he looks like.
Okay.
Look him up.
Taz. Kamau.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, he looks familiar.
Okay. So, he's like, all right, let me come out this Bill Cosby documentary, right? So he dropped the documentary, and he got a lot of backlash for it. He was like, you know, the black community is coming down on me, and I said Kamau Bell does have Black Issues documentary on CNN. See, so Kamau Bell, like I said in my previous video, that Kamau Bell is backed by like the white liberal type of format, like the CNNs and you know what I'm saying, the MSNBCs and stuff like that. So he is backed by those that think like that. So, and for whatever reason, I think they do like to have documentaries and hit pieces on black men, right? But they don't do it to white men. And I'll get into that later. But Kamau Bell came out this thing, and I think, in my opinion, he feels bad about it. Because you see him in interviews, you see him on basically interviews speaking about it, and he's saying how people are now coming down on him, and people saying they don't like this, it's something that should have been done. And, you know, sometimes as a content creator, you put things out there that people are not feeling. I have videos out there that got ratioed and people just give me wild, crazy thumbs downs for like my opinion, or people in the comments are saying that I should never have said that, or I get all types of things. I get criticism from white people saying that, why you doing this? Criticism from black people saying that, why you doing that? So it's coming from all sides of the spectrum, but it doesn't bother me. But I could just tell him going on TV speaking about it and knowing that he's now being seen as a sellout. But in my opinion, I don't think he's a sellout. I just think he's an opportunist. And he felt like the Cosby conversation was an opportunity that he should have jumped on. But like I said, I think he just...
And now he's regretting it.
Now he's regretting it, yeah, in my opinion.
So before this, was he deemed like an Uncle
Tom? I don't really think he was... honestly, that's my first time really hearing about Kamau Bell. I don't watch... I know he's on CNN. I don't watch CNN. I don't really listen to his style of comedy. He's got like that kind of dry humor. Like, I don't listen to that kind of style of comedy, so I'm not really into that.
So was the documentary positive about Bill Cosby?
Well, my brother said he really broke down how much Cosby did for the black community and how all that kind of got erased by that case.
That's what I'm saying. So is it like a positive documentary, or is it just a general documentary about Cosby?
I think it's, from what I've seen, like if you watch the trailer, you see a lot of more like-minded people like him, like the more of that liberal-minded type of person. Like, you don't watch sports, so you might not know who Jamel Hill is, but she's the one that's more liberal. Like, she was going at Trump and whatnot. I don't know if you remember that or not. So she was going at Trump. Another person was Mark Lamont Hill. He actually has a personal vendetta with Bill Cosby, so he's on there bashing Bill Cosby, of course. Roland Martin is another one that used to be on CNN. Oh, he tried to be on CNN. He has his own channel, but he's more like a whatever the Democrat says, he has to be all for type of black person, like vote for blue no matter who as they call him. And those are the type of people he had on there. And once people start seeing that, it was like, oh, this is what this is about. This is what you're doing. This is what you're putting out. These are the type of people you have on your documentary. So I think even that rubbed people the wrong way. You know, the panel he had and the things they were saying is like, why did Bill Cosby have to be a OBGYN? It was little clues he's putting out there. So you talk about a man who has a job on a TV show of being an OBGYN. It's like, oh, he could have been a dentist. He could have been another kind of doctor. So it was like little nitpicking stuff like that they were saying about Bill Cosby. And Kamau Bell also admitted that he did not have Bill Cosby on his... Well, he didn't reach out to Bill Cosby, but he had little clips and parts of things that Bill Cosby said.
Is this on Hulu?
No, this is on Showtime.
Oh, okay.
So it's on Showtime.
It sounds like they should have just left it where they had it, which was in the writer's room.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about... I guess I need to watch a trailer or something to see how I feel about the documentary. I already know how I feel about the case and Cosby and all that,
But I was like, when I first seen his body language, he really looked hurt. Like, his body language was like, oh my God, I can't believe that I got to keep going out here speaking about this and doing this. I was kind of happy for it, because I feel like we need that example of, hey, Mr. Black Man, we don't need you to keep coming out on black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you keep doing this over and over again. We don't need this type of content to keep coming up.
Breaking each other down.
Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need that at all.
Yeah.
No matter what the circumstances is, like, you know, we don't have that. We don't see that in other groups of people. We don't see that, like Harvey Weinstein with the Jewish community. How they need to say, like, hey, Harvey Weinstein, you a bad man. We got to keep making documentaries about you.
I mean, they did do the one on Netflix, though.
Of Harvey Weinstein? Mm-hmm. But how many have they done with Cosby? Multiple.
Yeah. So
it's like, all right, you beating a dead horse. And Harvey Weinstein is going to jail. Cosby's out. Not to say he's innocent, but he's out on a technicality. So, like, Cosby case was all hearsay. You know? So, you trying to look at the comments?
Yeah, just closer to my
Okay.
I'm shocked to find out how much good he did. Yeah, I feel like maybe a positive, not even a positive, but just like a documentary highlighting Cosby's life post-case.
Post-case or pre-case?
Oh, sorry, pre-case. I think that would be something good to see. I would like to see it. Because when you talk about Cosby, like, I always viewed him as a positive black influence.
Yeah.
But to really break down what it was he was doing and how that was beneficial to people in the industry before the scandal, I think would be a good look. But it also wouldn't take away from the case either.
Yeah.
It would just be black content. Because I don't know. I don't feel like what he did takes away from the good he did. Mm-hmm. And I know that we have a hard time ciphering between the artist and the artistry.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in this case, I feel like Cosby the man was probably sketch, but Cosby the art was monumental and beneficial to the black culture.
But who would say that Cosby the man was sketch?
Well, I'm just going based off of, well, you said he got off of technicality, but I'm just going based off of the victims that said X, which I feel like we always have to believe a victim until they're proven guilty, just because I don't want to victim shame anyone.
Right.
So I'm going based off of the women who claim that he drugged them and roofied them and stuff like that, which is why I'm saying he was not a good person.
Now, to go back to the victim, it's not like, this is what I said before, it's not like Cosby was married to these women, right?
Okay.
But these women had sex with Cosby multiple times. So it's not like, all right, you did this one time, I feel like a victim, I'm not going back to you. If I had sex with you 5 times, are you still a victim? If you're going back to this person?
Okay. I feel like I see where you're going there, but I have to disagree with you in stating most victims go back. Like, I'm not discrediting that they were in fact drugged. And I mean, I'm not saying this was acceptable back then, so it wasn't like he was really doing anything illegal, but at the same time, it was morally incorrect. And he held position of power.
But he went to jail for something that's morally incorrect.
No, he went to jail for something that's illegal.
If it was illegal, all right, what is the statute of limitations?
I think it's 30 years. I don't...
We're not sure about that. But Bill Cosby, I don't know, it happened like a lifetime ago. Say 30 years. Say 30. So say this happened in like late 80s, early 90s. He should be going to jail now for that?
I don't think that he should be going to jail for what he did back then. However, I do feel like what he did back then was wrong. And when you hold position of power, especially as a man in the entertainment industry, you doing stuff like this is just, we hear stories about women accepting certain things. Maybe they weren't comfortable with doing it, but and then there was probably some opportunists in there as well. But what he was doing, it wasn't good. I don't know. Cosby situation can get a little shaky.
These women signed non-disclosure agreements that got settlements. Then they came back out. I mean, it's a lot to unpack with Bill Cosby.
Yeah. I mean, but that's why for me, like when we're having this argument in my social circles, I feel like this and R. Kelly always get brought up at the same time. And I feel like with Bill Cosby, I feel like he was generally a good person, maybe. Like there's some doubt in there, which is why I don't feel like his work should be erased. Whereas the other person, it's a no for me.
So you think R. Kelly work should be erased? Not to get off topic, just real quick.
I don't listen to his music.
I don't think his music should get erased. That's me personally. But get back to Kamau Bell. So he's getting called out. Like I said, he's been being called a sellout. People saying like, "Oh, you a sellout for doing this." Like I said,
to who though? Who? I don't.
I guess he's a sellout to the black community, sellout to black people. But at the end of the day, I think he's an opportunist, and I think he's seen something like, all right, I can make a move and make a quick money move, or you know what I'm saying, to me this is something important, and he wanted to speak on it. So I don't think this makes him a sellout. I just think this makes him an opportunist, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But I can see how people say he's a sellout, and I think people saying he's a sellout, one, he did this about Bill Cosby. Two, in my opinion, he's in the same playing field as a Candace Owens, as being a mouthpiece for the Democrats, as she's a mouthpiece for the Republicans. I think he's the same in that aspect, right? And people probably see him as a sellout because his wife. And I don't think him being married to a white woman make you a sellout, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like,
is that why you told me he was married to a white woman?
Yeah, because people think he's a sellout. And I don't think that makes you a sellout. I just think that you marry who you marry. Like, you get who you want to get with, who you comfortable with, and y'all build together. I don't make you a sellout. I just make you somebody with a white wife.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so, but people always say that, like, oh, you gotta be a white wife. But my issue with it is, like I said before, you don't see other groups of people coming at their own, like we coming at Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see the gay community coming at Don Lemon for his sexual allegations, right? You don't see the like Jewish community coming at Harvey Weinstein, or the Spanish community coming at Charlie Sheen. You know, Charlie Sheen is allegedly accused, or they saying that he was knowingly giving women HIV. So he's like, I know I'm HIV positive, but I'm gonna have unprotected sex with women. And that kind of got swept under the rug. It was like a quick story, maybe a few hit pieces that was written on it, and that was it. So you don't see too much about Charlie Sheen doing that. But Bill Cosby always getting dug up out the grave. Like, this man is barely walking. He got one good eye that he probably could see it a little bit with, and just keep bringing him down the grave. But I'm not gonna lie, I do have some concerns for Kamau Bell. He says Candace Owens is a whole different class. She's on the payroll and getting big bank. I think you could put Kamau Bell in the same thing. Just how many times Candace Owens on Fox News, Kamau Bell's on CNN. It's the same thing. But I do have some concerns about Kamau Bell, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you see stuff like this, you never know what people are going through.
Yeah.
And I don't want him to take it to another level where he feels like there's no out. You know what I'm saying? Like that woman who just won the beauty pageant, you heard about that?
Yeah.
She committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not putting that out there like I want him to do that, or he should do that, or, you know what I'm saying, knock on wood, he don't do that. But you never know how people take this. Like,
yeah, that's true.
if you seen The Last Messiah with, it's the story about Fred Hampton. And the guy who was the one that was responsible for getting Fred Hampton locked up, once he did an interview about it, the next day he committed suicide. He was living with that guilt all the time that he was the person that infiltrated the Black Panther Party. And
is that the new documentary?
It was like a story on HBO. It was a movie on HBO.
Oh, okay.
So, you know what I'm saying, he infiltrated the Black Panther Party and started working with the FBI. Then I think he might have gave like Fred Hampton something to drink, and Fred Hampton was like so woozy, the cops came in and shot him in the bed. But he was the one that set everything up. Mm-hmm. And once he did an interview on PBS about it, he committed suicide, you know? And I just think, you know, I know some people can't take some certain type of criticism well. And I just hope that's not the case with this brother. I just hope that, you know,
he logs off and
let it die out, because something's going to happen eventually.
Absolutely.
Then once something else happens,
he'll be off front page news.
Yeah, he'd be up front. Well, he's not even on front page news, because some people are saying that he's doing a great thing. But it's just a lot of like that, you know, like those grassroots black people and saying like, you a sellout, you know, your Uncle Tom, you this, you that, and third for doing this. I think that's really getting to him, because.
Well, I guess he just has to ask himself from a visual standpoint, was this documentary necessary?
Yeah.
What did it do for the viewer? Like, did it teach? Like, what did it teach them? I don't know. I feel like the criticism is necessary.
To him.
Well, it's not just for him. I just think for anyone who is wanting to do a think piece like this for someone who is being criticized in the media, you may also be criticized doing it.
Yeah.
So think twice about doing it, and if it's not constructive, keep it in the writer's room.
Yeah. I think people should watch it before deciding on it. Yeah, I know. I think, Lamar, you said you started watching it.
And maybe it's not bad.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not as negative, because he just said it was neither negative nor positive. Like, it's just content. So
it's just something that it shouldn't be pushed out, in my opinion. Just leave it. Like, leave the man alone. Poor Cosby. You know what I'm saying? Just
not poor Cosby, but you know, leave it alone.
In my opinion, I think he did something that was seen as being normal. So now, like, what if 30 years from now, people saying like, oh, you used to go to the bar and pick up girls who had drinks. Like, you didn't give those girls those drinks. They already had those drinks, and they wanted to go back home with you this way. You want to go back home with them.
Yeah, but that.
And then 30 years from now, they want to. How is it different?
Like, he was doing it. First of all,
it wasn't unwillingly. Like, it wasn't unknown that he was doing it. He was telling like, all right, you want to get this in your system to make you feel better. Like, all right, let's do it. It's like any drug. So
I feel like he was abusing his power, and if anything, because of that, it was a problem. Whether or not these girls were consenting to it, we'll never know. It was closed and sealed, but I do feel like that him being able to do that and him getting away with doing that, mm-hmm. and then people coming through and knowing that was the culture and subscribing to it is the problem with the entertainment industry.
It was normal to him. It seems that if he was hanging out with Hugh Hefner. So
yeah, I mean,
I'm pretty sure like,
that
Hugh
sounds
Hefner
real
probably had
white-ish. Yeah. Old man drug you up and take you for what you have. But I'm glad that our world is waking up, and we do have the LGBTQ community and all these other industries to thank for that. Like, we're not, as women, taking stuff that we were taking back then, and as a culture or as society, accepting certain things. Like, we have to evolve and grow and learn. And unfortunately, well, somebody in the comments said that all this came about when he tried to buy NBC, which could all be underlining, and wasn't it mainly white? Listen, question mark-ish, but I just think we have to evolve, and we evolved, and unfortunately Cosby is in the mix of that. But just make sure that you and your son are not, and that goes for everybody else. Like,
yeah, think
before you act, be moral, be conscious. Literally, what would you do when nobody's watching, like those type of things, so that in 30 years you look back and you're like not in trouble for something that was deemed okay to do, and now it's no longer okay.
Yeah, like I said, I just hope that he don't take it to the next level for the level of criticism that he's facing, because a lot of times that does happen.
No, he just needs to log off. For like 2 months.
Yeah.
Recharge. So maybe he'll do a stand-up on all of this and make some money off of it, like Dave Chappelle.
Nah, I don't think he'll be like Dave Chappelle, but I get what you're saying.
You know, they might give him Netflix might give him a like $250 deal or something. $1,000, I mean, to go on tour, talk about it.
Yeah.
Or Showtime, because that's where it's airing.
I don't know. Let's see what happens. Showtime's desperate for content. I don't know anything really good on Showtime's.
You better not be roofing nobody. 30 years from let's say 15
I don't even know where to get stuff like that from. I don't even know where.
And if y'all grandpas was on, by grandpas I mean y'all, because I'm calling y'all grandpas. If you all were roofing people back in the day, shame on y'all.
I mean, people do.
And I mean that with my chest.
What if it's introducing the girls to like cocaine? Like, hey, try this coke.
I don't think. That's why I feel like his case is so subjective, because I don't doubt that a lot of the women did it willingly or knew it was happening willingly and took it because they knew it could get them ahead. He just, abused his power. I don't think there's anything wrong with an adult agreeing to partake in extracurricular activities.
Yeah.
If that's their thing and they're in control of it, why not? I don't. But I don't judge anybody who,
Another question. How do you? I just came across this morning. Something I heard. The CBD would get you right.
No, I do not smoke.
You don't indulge.
I don't know. The wine, liquor, that's about it. Maybe an edible here and there, but
I was gonna say something, but you can leave it off air. So, see, like I said, I was gonna say something, but I'll leave it off air.
Ron hooked me up with what?
We can talk about it later. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it now. But anyway, so, all right, say it. We was at Jamal's house, and he popped the edible, and we went to my cousin's house after he had the edible, and
y'all both did?
He did. I didn't take one.
Oh.
Yeah, he was like out of it.
He took it willingly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't drug him and drop none of his drink, but yeah. I don't know. I think he was lost. He was driving around lost, going somewhere that's 5 minutes from his house. It took him 20 minutes to get there.
They do.
He was having conversations with people, and like that moment to stop having that conversation, just like kind of move off.
Yeah.
He didn't know that. Hi. Yeah, he just kept talking. He just wandering around the house, just having weird conversations with people. And he was bad. He was pretty bad. And he called me the next day, told me how high he was, and he realized he was high.
Where did you get the edibles from?
Jamari's mother.
Oh.
Yeah, she had it.
It's like a brownie or something, or like a candy.
I forgot what she had, but yeah.
Well, I think it's okay to take them as long as you are confined. Or,
I think you have to be in a controlled area.
Absolutely, or around people that you trust.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a problem doing those.
Yeah.
But I don't know why you would want to feel like that all the time. I don't know. Maybe your body gets used to it.
Yeah, I think you start getting more used to it. Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Me and my girls have a high story that we always tell, and it's so embarrassing. But I don't know. Just being high,
I don't like it.
I mean, it's okay, I guess. every 4 months. I don't know.
Every quarter, once a quarter.
Yeah, like, but I'm
okay,
not really.
Not a double dose.
Definitely do it to you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so yeah, I ain't even got this in my notes and nothing like that, but we could freestyle it. So I came across this video about Black Lives Matter now is back in the news or in the crosshairs about embezzling money into another country. Like they opened up offshore. Yeah, offshore accounts. So they have like $60 million in donations according to this story, and now that $60 million is no longer in the country. So they say they're trying to hide money. They saying that the Patrice Cullors, the one that bought the houses, and what happened?
Your brother, he's always trying to one up me or school me is what I'm what it was referenced as. My bad. And he gave it away. That's his fault.
Oh yeah, whatever. So they saying that since Patrice Cullors, when she bought the houses in Los Angeles, now her partner bought like a $20 million house, something like that in Canada. So now they just like now they want to go into that. So
and these are the founders,
like the founders and stuff like that of Black Lives Matter. And a lot of the smaller chapters are saying how the money is really mismanaged.
How do you have I don't know. People subscribe to everything and nothing.
Yeah.
Because a chapter of Black Lives Matter, and I mean, if we're gonna make it a foundation, you still have to separate the fact that it's still a corporation. It has nothing to do with black people or our lives being important.
Yeah.
It's a company.
Yeah.
Them embezzling money don't sound like nothing that these other companies not doing.
Yeah. But the problem is they're doing it, and the people who don't like them pull these type of cards and receipts. Are like, yo, look what you're doing. Look at this person. Look at that person. Look at these. You know what I'm saying? So they pulling all those cards and receipts about what Black Lives Matter is doing. So I think that's the issue, that they always pull it up. Oh, see, I'm gonna say you saw an actual commercial on BLM. Why?
I don't know. I guess maybe it's the name. Like,
yeah.
Black Lives Matter is at this point a company that has nothing to do with my black ass life.
Yeah, and Black Lives Matter at this point is a joke to me.
You have to reiterate that. You got to say that statement correctly.
But Black Lives Matter is a joke?
Please say that again correctly. The company, the entity, the hashtag. Black Lives Matter is not a joke because our lives do matter.
I'm talking about the company.
Okay, but I need for you to specifically say that because that's the problem. People are not deciphering between the two. Like,
but that's the issue, right? So,
which is why I say be more clear about what it is you're stating. You're stating the company's a joke, not Black Lives Matter being the joke.
No, I'm just saying. Well, that's a problem.
Because that's the headline.
No, but
Black Lives Matter is a joke.
Yeah, it's a headline, but you gotta look at the context, right? So it's funny because I used to say this too. Oh, I support Black Lives Matter, the slogan, but I don't support the company.
What's wrong with that?
Well, let's put it in this type of context. If you get on the bus, can you control where that bus driver's going? No, so you supporting that what that bus is doing. You going on that bus. You can't control that.
No, because it's a general statement. It's not. I mean, yes, they've been able to profit off of it, but it's still a general statement. It's still the statement within itself still holds power and meaning, and I feel like it was used negatively with All Lives Matters and all that, like the whole summer of just craziness. So for me to state here, I don't follow Black Lives Matter. I'm not hashtagging or donating or subscribing to chapters, but I do believe that Black Lives Matter because they don't own they don't own the statement. The statement is true within itself.
Yeah, the statement is true within itself, but I think they tainted the statement a lot.
No. They didn't taint the statement. People just
because you say Black Lives Matter now is tied to that organization. It's not tied to a Black Life Mattering.
But that's where I'm telling you that's inaccurate because they're two different things. My company or the company Black Lives Matter is tainted. The statement Black Lives Matter is not tainted. That's a true statement that has meaning to it. I don't know. Maybe I just think differently.
Yeah, so you could agree to disagree.
I don't feel like the statement's not tainted.
I think it's tainted from.
And you can hashtag something in Black Lives Matter and it will be received positively because it's still a statement. Just because I don't know. I just feel like most people are not. I didn't even know it was a chapter until we had this conversation. People don't know that or care about any of that. Mm-hmm. You both are right.
Yeah. See, that's a commercial. I'll look at the commercial later. Because I had no volume.
And every black person doesn't represent every black person. Like, I think that's the biggest frustration as a black woman in society. Like, we're grouped into this huge, and I know we're only like 17%, but we're grouped into this huge idea that we're all supposed to be the same, act the same, have the same values and beliefs, which is why when you talk about being on different sides of the spectrum politically, it's so confusing and frustrating. People don't understand, and it's like, I don't have the same views as you because I didn't have the same upbringing as you, because I don't have the same morals as you. Like, it's okay, we're black because we are racially identified, but we're not socially identified. I'm not in the same tax bracket as you. I don't have the same problems as you. Like, I just understand how people don't get that. Like,
because they make us all, what's the word, monolithic. So everybody have to be the same.
Well, we're not.
We're not. No, we're not at all. Like, my brother and I had a conversation about the microaggressions that black people do, right? It's not even micro, I guess it's macroaggressions, because they're pretty large. They just like, we're going to just do this, I guess, racial things. Like you like to go hiking, right? What do people say about you hiking?
That is white.
That's white. I like to go cycling. What do people say about me? What you said about that when you found out I cycle?
Never knew a black man to cycle. But now I will say that once I met you, I feel like I know so many black cyclists. Yeah. Now. But not because of you, but I guess.
Now that you start seeing it.
Yeah.
It's like you buy a car, you start seeing it all over time.
Yeah.
Or, I'm vegan. Oh, you vegan? That's what white people do.
Yeah.
You don't eat meat. Oh, you don't eat chicken? You ain't black. So it's like all these stupid macroaggressions I start saying that we do to each other because we all have to be monolithic. Like, I don't have to like certain things as a black person. And, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's true. And I stand by stating that we're all different.
Yeah.
And we can't be grouped into one, though we do have a lot of similarities and cultural references that are in fact there because of our black heritage.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. So in the context of Black Lives Matter being tainted, it's offensive because how is my life tainted because of a company that took over? It's not the same.
It is. It's like,
it's not the same.
All right. Let's say Coca-Cola went back to their old way of making Coke, right? Mm-hmm. Using cocaine inside Coca-Cola. You don't think that whole company's gonna be tainted? Yes.
It is, but that's the thing. It's always been a company. Like, and that's the difference between a hashtag referencing an entire race and a company name. Mm-hmm. My race is attached to a hashtag where the statement is still valid regardless of what the company does or doesn't. This company can go bankrupt. That doesn't mean that black people are broke.
No, it don't.
But I'm saying, like, if we're referencing the context or the hashtag in the context that you stated it, it means that we're all one and the same, which is inaccurate. Like the hashtag, the saying, the company are all three different things.
It's three different things, but I think the hashtag and the company is the same thing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So don't hashtag Black Lives Matter. Hashtag Black Woke or Black Beauty
No,
or
I don't
Kings
like-
and Queens.
I don't
or...
like woke either, because woke is really getting out of control. But
Wait, what? He gonna come
he said,
off the package like
oh, they talking about
colored
they
people.
talking about the Kool-Aid Man in conversations.
What is that?
You don't know what Kool-Aid Man is?
Kool-Aid Man?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he talking about the Kool-Aid Man. I don't know. So they talk about Kool-Aid Man goes vegan. First of all, it's powder. It's a powder.
Is it
Powder than
vegan?
sugar. Yeah, yeah. See the thing, you know what it
I
is?
don't know, because I feel like it might have bone marrow.
It may. Let me Google it. But people always think vegan is synonymous with being healthy.
Not all one and the same, right?
Yeah.
So healthy vegan hashtag.
Now, let's see. I don't know why I'm typing. Oh, here we go.
It's Kool-Aid vegan.
Yeah, Kool-Aid is considered to be vegan. So Kool-Aid is.
However,
I agree with this.
oh yeah,
Woke got redefined by white people. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we had it for a little bit. I think the word woke really went downhill after
we give people too much power.
Cause you like saying you woke, that's why. But
I don't always say that, but I just don't feel like somebody can take something away from, or I don't know.
I think after what's that dude name that came out the song like "Stay Woke"? Do 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 do.
Childish.
Yeah, after Childish Gambino came with that song, cause he had "This Is America," then he had the next song.
But you know that song has, look it up on YouTube. That song has, I think, it's almost 1 billion views on YouTube. It's one of the highest streaming music videos.
Yeah. But I think that's when it got,
Crazy.
I ain't gonna say white people took it over. I'm gonna say that
When it became
too mainstream. Once it came mainstream, it lost its value.
so what's the new reference? Or is there not one?
Not in my opinion. I don't know yet. We ain't get there yet. Second thing I want to talk about real quick that I just thought about. So there's an NFL quarterback, right? Coach Brian Flores. That he recently got fired from. I ain't laughing. He got fired. I'm laughing. I'm just thinking ahead. He got fired from the Miami Dolphins, right? Mm-hmm. And I know you probably don't know the context of this because you're not really into sports. But he got fired from the Miami Dolphins, and then now he tried to get another job with other teams. He didn't get a job, so he's now with a class action lawsuit against the NFL saying that this is racist that he didn't get another job in the NFL, right?
It's a black man.
It's a black man, yeah. And mind you, he got fired because the black GM and the black quarterback didn't like him because he didn't like the quarterback he picked, right?
Okay.
It goes like that. So he got fired because it was easy to keep the quarterback and the GM than it was the coach. Mm-hmm. Just the way it is. Even though the coach was good and the coach started having winning seasons with the team once he came onto the team. But now he tried to get a job. He didn't get a job. And now he got a class action lawsuit against the NFL. I think he tried to interview with the Giants. The Giants didn't pick him, picked somebody else. You got to remember, there's only a few open jobs per year for a head coach in this one league. So it's only 32 jobs, and maybe every year there's maybe four spots open. Mm-hmm. So the possibility of you becoming that 1 out of 4 or maybe 1 out of 6 is very slim per year. And the possibility that you're available to take that spot is slim.
Yeah.
And you got to be a good fit for the team that wants you. So there's a lot of variables of you getting it. So I don't know if I can pull this up or not, but his class action lawsuit, he filed. The first thing was a text message from somebody saying, hey, we're going with somebody else. All right. So he quoted that text message. And
that's all it said?
Yeah. And the second thing, it was on there like, he's putting this out there in the first day of Black History Month, and he quoted Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
So he's trying to gain attraction?
Yeah. In my opinion, is this. Like, Colin Kaepernick had a class action lawsuit against the NFL. You know what I'm saying? He might have got it paid out, but see where I got some. He not on nobody's team. Nobody's touching Colin Kaepernick. I was going to
say, this man is doing this, and I feel like he's unfortunately tainting his reputation in the league.
Yeah.
So if he win, it's up. If he lose, it's down. Because he's not going to get hired off on no team.
So, like, my cousin right here said, he won 8 games in a row, missed the playoffs by 1 game, turned around a losing franchise and got fired. But, yeah, the reason why he got fired wasn't because of his performance, clearly. He says a lot more complex.
I got you on Sunday.
Yeah. So he didn't get fired because...
You got me or you got Ronnie?
Are you gonna be here Sunday? No. So he got fired because they said the GM the GM picked up a quarterback. I know I can't pronounce his last name. So the GM picked up a quarterback, and Brian Flores did not want that quarterback. So that's why they're like, all right, it's either going to be the quarterback that we think is the future or this coach. If this coach can't work with your quote unquote franchise quarterback that you drafted, you're going to go with let the coach go.
So what's are they winning games or is the season over?
Oh, the season. Well, the next week's the Super Bowl. There's only 2 teams left, but they only lost the playoffs. They only missed the playoffs by 1 game, and they've always been losing forever. So he really did turn that franchise around. Not gonna lie.
What if he would have just sat back and they hired him over the summer? Oh, my bad, we were wrong. Let's get you back on.
I don't think it worked like that. See, the owner wanted him to tank and lose games. He didn't want to do that and got fired. I mean, that's part of the class action lawsuit
they can
too.
Get a high.
Yeah.
Word.
It could be a number of things, but now he's fired, right? That's it. It's over. But now.
So you think he has a leg to stand on this lawsuit?
No, I don't. He said, I don't even acknowledge people that call by some other name. So, I don't know. From what I've seen, it looked kind of, what's the term? I ain't gonna say foolish. It looked, I don't know. It just looked like it's a bad look to me, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think
you want a job with this employer, but you want to sue this employer for not hiring you the next following season. You could have went to a what is it called? You could have went to an assistant coach, Todd Bowles did after he got let go of the Jets, and Todd Bowles now might get an opportunity to become another head coach again, or Brian Leftwich, he's working his way up, and he will have the opportunity now to become a head coach. So they saying that it's a good chance that Todd Bowles might become the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because Bruce Arians is getting old. Bruce Arians is really old. He don't really got control of the team like that.
How long do coaches coach?
I don't know. Probably 6-7 years if they good. Sometimes they stay with one franchise a long time. Mike Tomlin been with the Steelers forever, and he's a black coach.
I think it's unfair, but I mean, most states are. Well, Georgia's the at-will state, so employer doesn't have to give you a reason to fire you. You're a worker. When you're no longer needed, you can be dismissed, which just sounds like what happened to them. It doesn't sound racial either, so.
But to have a class action lawsuit against it.
I mean, I guess we'll have to find out if there's more context behind.
Let's see. I want to see how old Bruce Arians is. Oh yeah, so Bruce Arians is, by the time the season starts, will be 70 years old. So yeah, it's a good chance that he may step down and let somebody else become a coach. You know?
He coaches what team?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he has like.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Aww, poor them. Oh, did you see that? What's his name? Buccaneers.
Oh yeah, Tom Brady retired.
Yeah,
There you go,
officially
Tua.
announced.
That's the name. Miami didn't want Tua as a QB and tried to trade for Watson mid-season. Watson has 10 lawsuits against women. Yeah, Flores was set up. I gotta look more into it, but I just think the lawsuit is stupid, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I just think the lawsuit is stupid. I understand. It's only a few spots that's open. I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's stupid. You understand the odds of getting that position.
Yeah, but if they set him up and fired him for the wrong reasons, then
Yeah.
definitely gonna have to look into that.
Yeah, this right here, Brian Leftwich. He might be the
new head coach.
No, the head coach for Jacksonville. That's what we're hoping for.
Why are we hoping for that?
Oh, because my coworker lives in Jacksonville. He want him as a head coach. And he's a pretty good coach. Well, he's a pretty good offensive coordinator.
Okay, go Gators.
Jaguars.
Oh.
Gators is the college team.
Oh, okay.
So I agree. His NFL coach career is over. It is over. Who's gonna take this man serious after that? It wouldn't be me.
No, he shouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if he did,
and for you to do that and on your class action lawsuit have a text message and the quote Martin Luther King talking about the first day of Black History Month, like I don't know. That's a bad way of. That's pretty bad in my opinion.
yeah.
I mean, you're already going. You know what I'm saying?
I think he. I don't know.
It's already. You're already asking these billionaire white men and one.
Please pick me.
Billionaire white men and one like Indian man to become, for a job. You ask them for a job, and after you don't get your job, you sue them. They ain't gonna go over well.
Yeah.
All right, he said his career's over for just filing. He knew that, but the Rooney Rule is bullshit.
What's the rule?
So the Rooney Rule is that if you have a job opening as a coach, you need to at least interview one black person.
One.
That's the Rooney Rule.
The fact that that's a rule is problematic. That's an issue for me. I don't like that.
Yeah.
What y'all just need to. I thought wasn't football canceled?
For what?
For what not?
What reason?
It doesn't sound like it's. There's a Rooney Rule. That means that they're likely to not interview. Is it people of color in that one, or is it just?
Well, they lump everything now for people of color as black people. So the Super Bowl coming up. Who y'all guys got? I'm putting a little poll up. Bengals.
Or the Rams.
Rams. I'll tell you right now. The Rams are going to kill the Bengals. It's going to be a blowout.
How do you know that?
All right, this is how I know it. The Rams had the Rams. First of all, it's a home game. They playing in LA, right?
Okay.
It's playing in LA. The second of all, the Bengals have a bad offensive line, right? Now you got, okay, that's why I said Bengals. So the Bengals got a bad offensive line. You got Sam Darnold and oh my God, I can't think of the guy's name. But you got two great pass rushes coming off, right? Then Lamar said the Bengals. Then you got Now you got the pass rushers coming in. You got Jalen Ramsey out there. Like it's too much to go against. And this is the Rams' first time. I mean, the Bengals' first time being in the Super Bowl. The Rams been in the Super Bowl maybe like 3 years ago, with mainly the whole team and the worst quarterback at the time. Now you got a better quarterback. I don't see them losing. I don't see it being close, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it being close. And I never knew this. A lot of people were happy that the Chiefs lost because of
the Indian reference.
No. Because of Patrick Mahomes' wife and brother are annoying, and they don't like to see.
They're annoying.
Yeah, like entitled people being very entitled and being annoying, and I never knew that.
Are they annoying like online?
Yeah, on social media. Like when the Chiefs won the last game, Patrick Mahomes' wife was in the box suite, opened up a bottle of champagne and start pouring all over the crowd, like doing stuff like that.
Wow.
Then when people start calling her out on it, saying like, "Oh, why you pouring? Like, why you doing stuff like that for? You so entitled. You this, that, and the third." She's saying she's being bullied online, and she came out with a shirt saying something like her name is Brittany, like, oh, like protect Brittany to give like money towards bullying online. And like the privilege stuff like that, like his brother come on the field, do these stupid dances and stuff like that. It's just like two annoying people, and he's like is calm, conservative, say all the right answers type quarterback, but his wife and his brother just so annoying, so people now don't like him.
Aww.
Yeah.
What's his name? Patrick
Mahomes. You guys see his wife?
Well, we were rooting for the 49ers or the Chiefs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs, because my friend Kelly, one of her old students plays for them.
Oh, right now?
Well, yeah, he's on the team right now. So
okay.
She has been teaching since we got out of college. So one of the kids that she taught in high school is now playing for.
Let me show you Patrick Mahomes.
So that's why she's rooting for them.
So that's Patrick Mahomes right there. That's his wife.
And she's like extra.
Yeah, she's really extra. I think that he been with her like since high school, something like that.
So she's like the ultimate cheerleader.
Yeah, but she just so extra, and people don't like it. And she just act real entitled.
Imagine people not liking your spouse, like somebody who don't even freaking play. Like, sit your butt down, girl.
Actually, now people not liking Tom Brady's wife because he retired.
They feel like it's her fault.
Yeah, because she wanted him to retire. She been saying it for years. Like, I don't want him to get hit no more. I just want him to stop playing. He have no more. He have no more to prove. I just want him to stop. And
22 years.
Yeah. He been at least since 2000. Tom Brady has more championships than any franchise.
Well, I was talking to who I was with you. They were saying how they didn't think he was going to retire this year because it would look like he was mad about not making it, and he needed one more year to, I guess, prove himself.
Yeah.
To not be a bad sportsmanship. And then he just announced it.
See, prom picture, college.
They in her. She know too much. Her name on too many accounts. Oh, they have a kid together.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, if she makes him happy, whatever. But some people just don't like her.
Yeah. What about his brother? Is his brother or her brother?
His brother. So that's this photo of like her doing the spraying everybody with the champagne and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, white privilege. Can't relate.
Nope.
My skin is brown. My hair is black.
But that's that.
My lips are full.
But I definitely think the Rams gonna win the Super Bowl. So if you're a betting person, you can put your bet on it. If you lose, this is for entertainment purposes only. So don't quote me on nothing. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Yup. You feel me? That's how Jamari said. You feel me? You want an air horn? Oh, that's right. You can't. Well, I could, and you could know it's there when you listen back to it.
So how do you think your stream did on Facebook today?
I have no idea. I'm not even on Facebook. I don't see no comments from Facebook, so I don't know. I doubt people probably just popped in and out on Facebook.
Do you have a lot of friends on Facebook? Or is this your business page on Facebook?
Yeah, it's my business page. Yeah, I just shared it so people could see it, but I don't think it did good. Like I think I want to try to learn how to grow on Facebook. That's why I'm trying to put this on there because
you just gotta post, right?
Yeah, you gotta post and be consistent.
We're not even friends on Facebook. That means we're not friends in real life.
No, I don't, because I'm friends with people on Facebook I'm not friends with in real life. So, my brother said he was the only person in there. Yeah, I tried. I don't know. I might just keep it on the. I don't know, because for me to do this, I have to pay for a service. Would it be worth it to keep doing it?
For Facebook and YouTube?
At the same time, yeah.
You can't stream YouTube. Oh, but you wouldn't want to do it like. It has to be done at the same time, huh?
Yeah, because I'm not going to do 2 live streams.
Well, I guess it depends on how much the service is. And if you promote it and you have your timeline promoted as well, you don't have people on Facebook that always on Facebook that's just going to jump on a live when they see it. I feel like that's half my Facebook. Oh, what you on live doing? And they just gonna jump on there and see.
On my personal one they would, not on my business page.
So why don't you just forward it? Like send a link to
Yeah, I did. I put it on my thing, but it's not like a live like such and such. Like if I post it on my timeline, and that post don't get traction, people don't see it.
Yeah.
So, but if I was to go live personally, you would see it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Well, thumbs up if you want to see me as a reoccurring guest on Sunday's podcast. And Wednesday's podcast. Maybe make some appearances on Tuesday with Unstructured Combos.
Well, I don't know what's going on my brother's Tuesday. I look so crazy.
His head comes down. Listen, you give me no wiggle room. I'm just trying to be a nice conservative person and support y'all's channels, and you just don't want me present. Is it because that I...
What is that accent you doing?
I've never been on your YouTube. Actually, this is the first.
Mm-hmm.
How did I do?
You did great.
We gotta get real-time feedback.
I was looking for another thing I wanted to pull up. That wasn't it. But continue.
Well, the last time I took a poll, the commenter said that this was turning into daytime television, which I don't even watch, by the way. I don't watch TV, and I'm not on social media, so there's a lot of topics that I just naturally wouldn't know. I gain my information via podcast and real live conversations with my friends and familia, like old school.
Copy.
So thumbs up.
All right, how you feel about this?
Is it showing? It's working now?
No, it's showing. It's not no sound.
Oh.
For those who see it,
Ratchy.
it's just your everyday ratty black girls.
Is this attractive?
No, very unattractive.
So as a man, you're out. You're like, ew.
Oh, I'm embarrassed. And it's funny because I'm assuming, because you see the white girl recording from this angle, and I'm assuming that she's probably with a white friend or something like that. And they probably just looking like, look at these folks.
Yeah.
Look at these folks, man. This is so disgusting. It's so embarrassing, man. And all we do is just, like you said, we're not monolithic, but now people see this and they think that
We're all like that.
We all like that.
Yeah, so they expect that type of behavior with us, and then they don't want us in their establishments, or they create all these rules.
This is bad.
To keep us out.
And there was another restaurant that had the same situation. We said it was in
I think it was
Houston, and the owner came out and said, "Yo, I don't like this ratchet shit in my restaurant."
Yeah, I gotta find it, which one it was. But yeah, it was like over the summer. He made a huge. I think he made it to Shade Room, which, whatever.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, and he was just basically saying, like, people, like, that's not what his restaurant's about. People need to not come here with that mentality. And that this is, like, a disgrace to Black culture.
Yeah.
And then he said that. But here's the thing. He said that, but the clip of him in the video, I want to say he was cursing the girl out. Because she was, like, standing on the furniture, and he was like, get the down,
Yeah, because first of all, furniture ain't cheap.
Right. No, I get it. So, like, it definitely was, like, it looked bad from his perspective because he lost his cool in the video. But then when he was talking about what happened, that topic of conversation was valid. Like, this is a brunch spot with bottomless mimosas, music on fleek, all those things. But I don't know. We were talking about this earlier. Like, I feel like when you cultivate a certain crowd, you gain a certain attraction.
Yeah.
So when you have, like my podcast was saying about the restaurant, when you have drinks that are called like slutty da-da-da or drop your panties, blah, blah, blah. And then you have a DJ who's set up and his music is twerk something or WAP. Like, it's a high energy environment, and you're gonna get guests doing stuff like that. Not saying that it's right, but
I go to the tray with a new meal. I ain't eating anything that touched that dining area. It's nasty, man. I don't know.
that was a lot.
I just hate seeing.
It just looked like a strip club.
Yeah, that's
Are
why
you a fan of strip clubs?
Do
you like strip clubs?
No, that ain't my thing. Truth be told.
A lot of pussy popping, booties shaking.
That's not my thing. I don't care.
Eating next to some ass. I don't know. That was a bit too much.
What, eating at strip clubs?
No, them at brunch. But you could tell it was brunch, but you could also tell it was bottomless mimosas because the pictures was on the table. Y'all gotta stop doing them bottomless mimosas, or y'all just need to do like the high class restaurants and charge $40+.
Or just go to places where they don't have that kind of behavior.
No, true.
Like the cigar lounge.
Yeah, we like the cigar lounge.
Yeah.
It's nice. Jasmine said she really liked it. She's
like, she should have.
This is always a vibe every time I come in here.
Yeah, so I like cigar lounges, and we go to two different ones. We go to one by you and one by me,
which are two different vibes. Right?
Yeah, but it's still a cool thing to do.
Still good. Nice. Yeah, I like them. I mean, I don't necessarily like the smoke or the smell in my hair.
But I ain't gonna lie. We went to go watch the Chiefs game. The Chiefs and Bengals game, and it was so crowded in there. You just see so much smoke when you walked in there.
No, it's what, Sunday?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they gotta do something about that.
Jamal.
Is he a strip club connoisseur?
He's not, right? But I talked to you off air, Jamal. Your brother is a strip club connoisseur. He's known as I talked to you a lot about your brother at the strip club from a story that I heard.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of strip clubs, but I feel like if the group wants to go, then I'm down, but I'm not spending no money.
He said, what? Yeah, I heard a story about your brother at the strip club. I'll tell you later. Just thinking about that.
Anybody else in the comments like the strip club?
I know my brother do.
Yeah.
My brother used to be a strip club connoisseur.
Not anymore though.
Nah.
He's saved.
Yeah, he's saved. He went to he's a good Bible toting Christian now. He don't really get into the strip club life like he used to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember see, New York, this wasn't a thing, especially back then. I remember he was like the first person I seen that bought. I heard a lot. So we can have this conversation tomorrow about our brothers in the strip club. Not to say I wouldn't take any strip clubs with your brother, but I know people who went to strip clubs with your brother, and they told me some things about him that which didn't make sense to me. But I guess in different communities, things are done differently. I'm gonna just leave it at that. All right, it's already getting late. We've been on for almost 2:30. That's a good amount of time. 2 hours and 30 minutes. See the time?
His favorite strip club's a church now. That's funny. Because they make it rain. A good show.
Yes.
Lex and Ron coming to you on Wednesdays at 8:45.
You can make it?
No. Heidi has practice at 6. Bedtime is at 8. And you live 40 minutes away.
That's what I said. So
I got 5 minutes to spare. So 5 minutes to spare.
And I gotta come downstairs and get you.
You could go downstairs, come get me, and I'll be ready for the live.
Okay.
With Heidi. Because we're going to watch her. So next week, it'll be me and my kid as your special guest. Your co-stars.
All right,
co-host.
cool. You can do that.
Conversation going to be about 2 things.
Dinosaurs and juice boxes.
No, she don't really care about juice boxes. We'll see.
All right.
Classroom gossip.
All right, but thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for the 1 view on YouTube. Thank you to my brother. I'm not YouTube, excuse me, Facebook. I guess the Facebook thing might be not a go, and I could get my money back for the app that I tried. So I got a 7-day trial. So, and I got half off.
Was it expensive?
It's $20 a month.
Plus everything else you gotta do.
Yeah. So I might cancel that.
You put in the comments. He rich.
That's what my cousin said. He said I got Eric and Nelly money, but hopefully my mom is listening so she can get mad at him again.
So can we talk about it's Black History. Okay, before we get off, what are you doing this month for Black History?
I ain't put too much stuff thrown into Black History this month, I ain't gonna lie.
So no like Black businesses being promoted every day or like
I go to Facebook. Nah. I don't know. I had an idea of doing like having people come on to speak about their businesses during the live stream, but I should have had it started today because I only have 3 more weeks after this.
Well, Lex with a Black business. Just kidding. I don't have Black business.
Yeah, but maybe I could do that.
Well, yeah, something. Maybe once. Happy Valentine's Day, people. I probably won't see you until post.
What?
Nothing. I was gonna do an insider, but I'm officially gonna be back online this week, so I'll be able to like, share, and post your stuff.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Alexa has been off of social media for how long? 4 months? 5 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
already getting sucked into the realm. I don't know.
You ain't missing nothing.
I know.
Yeah, so why come back?
Because there's some stuff I want to post. There's some stuff that's been dying in my phone to be posted. Plus, it's Jasmine's birthday. We're going out of town, so we always post our travel vacays.
Still talking about my mom. Car, she don't have to park, push button, need to start. That's kind of like me right now. I have a car that I have parked that I don't start.
Okay, this is the last, for real, last one.
Go ahead. Get this off your chest.
When the last time you drove your car, Laron?
I want to say maybe October.
Okay. Is your car even drivable, Laron?
Yes, it is.
When the last time you've been in your car? Is it even still out there?
Yes, I see it every day.
Talk about privilege, man. I can't relate. My new car got so many miles on it. Meanwhile, you got car sitting here.
What's wrong with that?
It's just not fair.
How is that fair?
Because
I'll put myself in a position to have my car sit up.
Okay, and you're not sharing the wealth. You talk about me and my stars. You're not out here letting me drive your car to and from your house. You're making me put miles on my car. When you got a car sitting out there that's not even being driven. You got your son in there trying to learn how to drive, and you got a car to teach him, and you're not even using it. That's selfish.
My bad. All right, but we're gonna leave on that note. Anything else you want to say about my car?
Selfish Ron.
All right.
Anybody else in the comment section need a car? Y'all want to borrow his car that he's not using?
That car is already
What did I walk back? LaRon being selfish.
I don't know why Jamal think I'm rich.
He got 2 cars. One of them he don't use. The other one he don't even pay for. Nor do he put gas in it. Y'all, we sat at the gas station the other day for an hour while it slowly put in gas. You know how much I have to pay to put gas in my car?
About $50.
So why don't you send me the money that you would normally put in your car and give it to me to put in mine? I feel like that's a fair trade.
The talk of the view of the real or something.
Can we talk about this offline?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Well, I guess I need some super chats because she wanted me to pay for her gas.
Y'all better super chat this man.
That's okay. That's messed up.
It's not. I don't ask for much.
Gas? I don't pay for gas.
Exactly. That's why I feel like you could at least share the wealth over here. I'm a single mom. Like,
I'm a single dad. Yeah, I gotta water my plants. You're right. My bad. Keith, when are you coming to Atlanta? Keith is coming to Atlanta. You excited?
yeah, I can go to one vegan spot with you. I'm a vegan friendly vegetarian.
And
but I do want to try those oxtails.
I don't know where Sunny gonna be at.
She says she's gonna start them in February. So
It's looking like the 20th. All right.
yeah, we'll be.
So last time I saw Keith, he was at you know Winata over there to Weston. Yeah, so it's not too far from Cecili's. It's like on the same block, right next to the what is it called? Right next to the Goodwill. See, and there's a Goodwill right there too. So I was driving up.
West End.
Yeah, the West End of Atlanta.
Yeah, but I don't know where the Goodwill is. It's
Okay.
not my hood.
Yeah, definitely. It is the hood, but that's your hood. But yeah, I saw Keith over there at a random. I'm like, what are you doing out here? He was like, I'm just making moves. He's in Atlanta.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be in New York soon, so.
You hit me for what I got to do with me. And your elbow sharp too.
I love the West End.
I can see you living at the West End, Keith.
The new West End?
Oh, nah, the old West End where that mall is at over there. The hood.
Mm-mm.
Nah, Keith, I don't want you living over there.
I didn't even know. What would you go over there for?
The West End?
To get a candle or like... like it's a lot of earthy places over there.
Yeah, very eclectic over there at the West End.
Keith, I live in Kennesaw. If you don't know where that is, it's north.
I don't think Keith left Fulton County when he came to
Oh, okay.
Atlanta, yeah.
Not my cup of tea. Wow.
Yeah.
We will work on getting gas money for Mama Lex. We'll work on my trip to New York.
Hey, Keith has these shirts too. They have our shirts in the store in the West End.
Yes, come hiking with me. I want to take the whole YouTube family.
Hiking?
Yeah, I want to go. We can just go up Kennesaw, and then I also want to take you to Amacola. Remember? It's kind of cold right now, but Amacola has 650 stairs going up, and then you got to come down. So you kind of got to be ready for the hike.
And the vegan food in Kennesaw area is kind of trash.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean trash?
It's not like down here. Oh, you said heard Georgia got waterfalls and whatnot.
Yes, I love waterfalls. It's my favorite. So.
Yep. That's what she's into, waterfalls and whatnot, and hiking. Yeah, you would like it, Keith.
It's really pretty. Vegan. You said Kennesaw has bad vegan spots.
Yeah, but they got good vegan in Kennesaw.
I don't think they have like any specific vegan spots, but
they have vegan options, but they don't have no real vegan spots.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like what she said as far as like the multicultural spots, those are present.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You might be right. It's Kennesaw. It's a developing city.
Yeah, it's still developing. But all right, thanks for coming back, Keith. So I'm about to close out. It's getting late, and I gotta get up early. You know what I'm saying? First to rise. You know, you gotta own the morning so you can have a good day.
Don't wake me.
Okay, I won't.
I'm just kidding.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. I thank y'all for coming in. All right, man. I appreciate you guys. All right, man. Till next time. Peace.
Bye.